Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the energy of stationary electrons. Means total energy of stationary. Here in previous classes I have discussed about the electron revolving around the nucleus on stationary orbits. Means on specific orbits. Like an electron is a negative charge particle. It revolves around the nucleus. Nucleus is a positive charge particle with velocity v, linear velocity v vector, and this is the distance or size of the atom from the center of the nucleus or center of the atom to the first orbit. Now, when this electron revolves around the nucleus on specific orbits, it possesses both kinetic energy as well as potential energy. Kinetic energy, why it possesses kinetic energy? Because according to the definition of kinetic energy, when an electron or the energy possessed by a body due to its motion, known as the kinetic energy. Here, electron moves with certain velocity, therefore it has or it possesses kinetic energy. Why it possesses potential energy? Now, according to the definition of potential energy, the energy possessed by a body due to its specific position is known as the potential energy. But here, electron possesses specific position, but the electron is a charged particle and it revolves or rotates around the another charged particle nucleus. Therefore, here the potential energy means electrostatic potential energy. That means total, we have to calculate the total energy of stationary electron, means we have to calculate the kinetic energy and electrostatic potential energy, then we have to add them. Or total energy means kinetic energy of the revolving or stationary electron plus electrostatic potential energy of the stationary electron or revolving electron. First, I have to calculate the kinetic energy of the revolving electron. The kinetic energy, when you will write the kinetic energy, you have to first define it. Means the energy possessed by the electron due to its motion is known as the kinetic energy. Its formula is similar to that of the kinetic energy, half mv square. Kinetic energy denoted I or denote it as Ke, that is equal to half mv square. M is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity of the revolving electron. But as I discussed, the velocity of the revolving electron v is equal to 2 pi k z square by nh, means 2 pi is the constant, k Coulomb's constant, z is the atomic number, E is the charge of electron, N is the number of orbits, H is the Planck's constant. Therefore, I put the value of V in the kinetic energy formula. I will get K is equal to half m in place of V means 2 pi k z square by nh whole square. That becomes half m 2 to the square 4 pi square k square z square E4 divided by n square h square. Next, I just arrange the physical quantities. K is equal to half 4 pi square k square z square E4m divided by n square h square. This is the required expression of the kinetic energy, and I denote it as equation 1. Next part is next type of energy possessed by the electron, revolving electron, is potential energy, means electrostatic potential energy. What is electrostatic potential energy? The electrostatic potential energy means the energy possessed by a charged particle due to its specific position. Electron is the revolving charged particle and it separates a distance of r from the nucleus, which is a positive charge particle. Now What is the formula of electrostatic potential energy? That is similar to that of the potential. That is K Q1 Q2 by R. Q1 is the charge, particle, first charge. Second charge Q2. If they are separated by a distance of R, then the electrostatic potential energy is given by K Q1 into Q2 by R. R is the separation between them. Here Q1 is equal to plus ZE, Q2 is equal to minus E because electron is a negative charge particle. Now I can write PE is equal to potential energy. I denote it in the letter PE is equal to K ZE into minus E because Q2 is the negative charge particle. Potential energy can be positive, can be negative or zero. Minus E divided by separation between them is R. Or PE is equal to minus K ZE into E, that is ZE square by R. But R is the radius or size of the atom, which is also calculated in the previous section. R is equal to n square h square divided by 4 pi square K Z square m. Now I just putting the value of R in this potential energy formula. I will get PE is equal to minus K Z square by R means n square h square by 4 pi square K Z square m. Or just I arrange the letter, I arrange the physical quantity, I will get PE is equal to minus 4 pi square K square Z square E4 m divided by n square h square. This is equation 2. Okay. Next I have to calculate the total energy of the stationary electron. As I have discussed that the total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Therefore I have written here total energy is equal to Ke plus P. Total energy denoted by En. N for nth bit total energy, E for energy. That is equal to Ke plus Kp. That is kinetic energy. That is potential energy. Pe K for P, that is potential energy, or En equal to, in place of kinetic energy I have just written the value of kinetic energy, half 4 pi square K square Z square E4 m by n square h square plus Pe, that is minus 4 pi square K square Z square E4 m by n square h square, or En by solving these two because this factor is a common factor and this is half, that is minus 1 means minus half 4 pi square K square Z square E4 m by n square h square, or that is by cancelling 4 by 2, that is the final answer or final formula of total energy En is equal to minus 2 pi square K square Z square E4 m by n square h square, means the energy is negative. It is identified, it shows that energy is attractive in nature, that is 2 pi square K square Z square E4 m by n square h square. This is the total energy of the revolving electron. But the limitation or the Bohr only has done the experiment on hydrogen atom. Therefore, for hydrogen atom Z is equal to 1, means I can write for hydrogen atom Z is equal to 1. Then in this formula I will just put the value of Z is equal to 1, so that I will get En equal to minus 2 pi square K square E4 m by n square h square, means total interest, total energy, in the formula of total energy I have to put the value of Z is equal to just 1. Because for hydrogen atom Z is equal to 1 means total energy is equal to minus 2 pi square K square E4 m by n square h square. This is the required expression for the total energy of the revolving electron for hydrogen atom. Now by putting the values, because if I will look this formula, 2 is a constant, pi is a constant, K is a Coulomb's constant whose value is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square, E, the charge of electron, is a constant whose value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and M is the mass of the electron whose value is 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31 kg, and H is the Planck's constant whose value is 6.63 into 10 to the minus 34 joule second. Now I will just put all the values. I will get the total energy of the stationary electron of an hydrogen atom. Means En equal to minus 13.6 by n square electron volt. Electron volt, it is energy is measured in electron volt. It is one type of energy. Means when the energy required by an electron, then its unit is measured in electron volt. It is 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Remember the value. If we will convert it into joule, then just multiply 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 value. Then it will convert it to joule. This is the value of En, means total energy of the revolving electron, stationary electron for hydrogen atom for nth orbit. Then I have to calculate for first orbit what is the value of energy in the first orbit, what is the value of energy in the second orbit, what is the value of energy in the third orbit, what is the value for electron for hydrogen atom in the fourth orbit. Means when an electron revolves on a stationary specific orbit, first orbit, then how much energy it possesses. Or when the electron revolves around the nucleus on second orbit, specific orbit, n is equal to 2, then how much energy it possesses. Or in the third orbit, when it revolves or rotates around the nucleus, then how much energy it possesses. These are the different values. So by putting only in this formula, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 mean number of orbit. For first orbit, n is equal to 1. Now I put this n is equal to 1 means 1 square, that is 1, means U1 is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt. Just in place of n, put 1. This is the energy or total energy of the revolving electron, stationary electron for hydrogen atom in the first orbit. For similarly for second orbit, n is equal to 2 or E2 is equal to minus 13.6 by 2 square electron volt, means minus 13.6 by 4 electron volt, that is equal to minus 3.4 electron volt. Similarly for third orbit, n is equal to 3, I will put in place of n 3 means E3 equal to minus 13.6 by 3 square means 9 electron volt, that is equal to minus 1.51 electron volt. Then for fourth orbit, similarly for fourth orbit, n is equal to 4, then E4 is equal to minus 13.6 by 4 square means 16 electron volt, that is equal to minus 0.85 electron volt. Similarly for fifth orbit, E5 equal to minus 13.6 by 5 square means 25 minus 13.6 by 25 electron volt, that is equal to minus 0.54 electron volt, and so on. These are the energy of the stationary electron in different orbits. This is the required expression for the energy of stationary electron for hydrogen atom.